Okay, everybody, so yeah, we're back for a little while, and then I'm going to show you Michael D. Champion, Kilo Delta 9, Lima Sierra Golf, the other half of why this app for that, right, by this one right here that I'm encirculating, why the app for that is not working. And I'm tired of breaking my phone up now, and I'm just now all of these apps that are ending up recording. This one is nothing. This one is garbage. Doesn't do anything. Trash app. So these apps, some of these apps don't do anything, so now I can put my head there because that one's trash anyway, and I don't need that one. But all these other ones are, they just start changing the icons and the graphics on it because it already popularized, and then they didn't want to pay this guy for click-a-thon and click-upon. And I can't right now. Give me a second. Give me 5 minutes. So anyway, now I'm going to show you the camera and my camera in action, and it scanning these right here is what you're going to see in the video, going by my camera and my camera picking these up, right? And then you'll see why it won't pick up mine for whatever reason. I got to get off their rhythm for a second because all right, so all right, as you can see, it picked up a good number of these, just even scanning and floating by, it picked up a good number of them. So, and then next I'm going to turn on my camera and I'll show you my own website, my own blogger website, those of you who have ears and can hear. And I can't, it went into a friend's contact information automatically the other day, so it is scanning, but they're breaking mine up so I can't validate my own purpose and my own. That's what they're trying to do, is break my will by me not being able to validate my own purposes, and I don't want them doing that. I'm going to destroy as many systems as I have to keep them from doing that, because I don't want them doing that. So anyway, here goes this. Now, this is my own blogspot website, right? Picture this while traveling with dragons. And here's my card that I uploaded, and some other design stuff that I said so, right? I have to keep throwing this mess all over the wall because they are shit all over American Telecom everywhere. So now I'm gonna pull up. All right, so now I have so I'm going to click on this article right here, right? I'm going to click on this article right here. And then what it'll do is it'll bring up, this is my whole business card now. This is my whole digital business card. And I'm not sure I can show you on from my lock screen, but I have this set on my lock screen so I can pull my lock screen up and somebody can scan or photograph what's on my lock screen. This is on the lock screen of my phone right here. And it's proportionately thrown off where it shouldn't be. This was already in great enough proportion, good enough proportion that it should have proportionalized right in my lock screen as the lock screen wallpaper, and it didn't, and it wouldn't, because they just want to break my will in self-validation on the communications network, and I'm not going to let them do that and get that from me that way. I'm going to keep destroying their systems until it works at the utmost for me and at the least for everybody that's against me. That's what I'm going to keep doing. So now I'm going to pull up my camera, right, to show you that it won't scan, and I don't know why. So anyway, those would be the issues of the and they're doing a bunch of specialized crazy crap around me and my identity. They are not offering extended time on the library computers because it causes them too many IT subscription, probably because most of their software is either invalid or illegal altogether. They're not updating it properly or what, I'm not sure. But they don't offer me extended time on the library. It has disappeared as the options, and it normally would ask you, and unless there's somebody in line for the library computers, they're trying to govern that tightly, my computer time and my accessibility to technology and the internet, while I'm trying to study and go to school. And I'm not going to let them get it like that. So here is my blog on blogspot.com. You know, the whack jobs are cutting all of the Google digital icons. They're ruining my inventory, my stock inventory of my articles. They're ruining my stock inventory of my articles while I'm trying to show communication students how something can be done. They're busy just breaking the stuff up and destroying it before, where it won't even work globally because of what they're doing, and they're showing people how to tear the stuff up on the backside before they're even useful over here. And that's the problem with our strategic reserve, foreign relations and foreign supply chain logistics partners, is because that's not how things work. And that's not how things are gonna work. And that's not how I expect them to work. And on top of not expecting them to work, I'm not going to accept them working that way. None at all for me and for everybody else that wants to get theirs first. It works a little bit while you're pulling out of a pile. And then once the pile's gone, that guy gets some scrap shit of what's left over. I don't think so. But I appreciate you, Asia's and United Arab Emirates and India. I appreciate y'all. And then Russia, when y'all get here under NATO and UN principles and protocols, I appreciate you all as well getting rid of these problem cases and these NordVPN, vampirical, fictitious private networks. They're not actually a thing. They're destroying American network and telecom. So anyway, and here's part of the design software where I actually design the stuff, right? That might as well have my head on it when I'm done with them. And then this is, this is how I built it and where I built it. And you can see all the little elements that I put in there. And I have to email myself copies of things all the time because they go in the back of my drives and the Google open sourcical everybody net, and they move stuff around, they paint all over everything, they draw lines in it. It makes everything inconclusive, and they screw up so much of it that I can't utilize it. Here's boardpusher.com. Again, may as well be my company by the time it's all done, because I'll end up writing more of the insurance than the insurance companies do for the problems that go along with skateboarding, and they're going to screw me for the first 50 years out of their cocaine and crack and crystal meth and heroin crazy crap, and then at the end, when I'm retiring and can't do anything, then I'm going to get a little residual income from having paid all the liability insurance as the underwriter for a lot of this crap, because skateboarding's so dangerous as it is. And I already know it as a sociologist and an economist. I already know that these things are coming, and the courts are going to start trying to come at me for some of this, because the people in the communications, not board pushers specifically, the people in communications industry, right? The douchebags behind Google and Blogger are tearing up my phones and Motorola, and they think the stuff's funny, but it is not. And that's what this right here is about, right here. Honestly, this is where I'm going to have to be in intelligence, e-special federale intelligentsia committees meetings, where I am subpoenaed or called for by e-special federale intelligentsia committee meetings. I have to tell you, Scouts Honor, I'm not coming without this. I'm not coming into your meetings without one of these, because of all the problems y'all are causing on my radio phones. I'm not coming in here without this. E-special federale intelligentsia committees. I'm not going to come in there without a hardwire line such as this one. I'm not going to do that. I'm not coming in there like that. So, and it's causing me to have to put so much of my personal information out there, right? It's causing me to have to put so much of my personal information out there that I can't protect myself, much less any of my loved ones. And I want you all to quit developing on the backs of my phones. That's what I want you all to do. I want you all to quit developing on the backs of my phones. And until you all stop developing on the backs of my phones, I'm not going to stop, okay? Because I can't afford to, and I don't want them doing it this way. I need devices that work, and I don't want them on the backs of my phone.